Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to share almost 15 things that you must know about insurance before you buy them and after you buy them. So let's get started. Buy as soon as you have dependents. It is even better if you buy insurance much earlier in life. That is for two reasons. One is to avoid increase in premiums because of contracting any kind of lifestyle diseases. And two, there is also a risk that the insurer might reject the issuing the insurance to you because of some lifestyle disease. Please make sure that you pay your premiums annually. I know the monthly or quarterly option is easier from cash flow point of view, but there is a possibility that you could miss out paying the premium in any of the months, and that could lead to the policy getting lapsed. And once it is lapsed, the risk coverage no longer continues, and you do not want to take that risk. So just make sure that premiums are paid annually and at least 15 to 30 days in advance. Number 3, buy pure term insurance. Don't fall for any marketing gimmicks. First priority should be buying a term insurance. If you really want to buy any kind of endowment insurance or ULIP because of some kickbacks or anything that you're getting from anywhere, just buy a term insurance and then you can probably look at buying any other policies. Number 4, avoid single premium policies or policies where the payment tenure of the premium is shorter than the duration of the insurance. So say for example, if you're buying a policy with a policy term of 40 years, then your premium payment term should also be 40 years. It is because, say for example, if you do not need insurance after 10 or 15 years, you can stop paying and cancel the policy. But if you have paid, if you have bought a single premium policy, then you have already paid for the policy for to last for 40 years, but you may not really need it. So figure out the NPV of the cash flows that you are going to make and then make a decision if it really makes sense to pay the premiums over a shorter term or just go for the regular premium payment term policy. Number 5, evaluate riders carefully. Figure out if you really need an accident rider or a critical illness rider. Such riders are meant to be bought separately because they have better coverage when bought in a standalone policy. So figure out how much you're going to pay when you buy it as a rider or buy it separately. How much, what is going to be the coverage. I'm going to do a detailed video on this topic, but for now just figure out how much you're going to pay and what is the coverage going to be when you buy it as a rider. 6, disclose all your habits like smoking, drinking must be disclosed. Don't try to save some money by not disclosing, because not disclosing today can be very expensive to your dependents if a claim arises. So always make sure that whatever questions are asked in a policy document, you answer them carefully and truthfully. Number 7, disclose all your pre-existing diseases as well. Along with habits, disclosing any kind of pre-existing diseases is also equally important. Let the premiums go up, doesn't matter, but if you have any kind of diseases, please disclose them. You are responsible to inform the insurer about your existing habits and pre-existing diseases at the time of buying the insurance. But if you start smoking or drinking, say after a few months of buying the insurance, or you happen to contract any disease after buying the insurance, then it is not your responsibility to inform the insurer. But just make sure that you make the disclosures while you are buying the insurance. Number 9, there is no need for diversification in life insurance. It is not an investment that you need to diversify. Just one is enough. You can buy another life insurance when probably you add another dependent or your expenses increase. However, you can also look at buying insurances which have a clause where the coverage increases after every few years. Number 10, let your nominee know about the existence of the term insurance. So your key family members, your parents and your spouse should know about the existence of this life insurance, and the nominations could also be split between 2 or more members. So if you want to split it between your mom, dad and spouse, you can do that. 11, never delay premium payments. If your premium is due in 1 month, pay it today. Why wait till the last day? You do not want your policy to lapse even for a day. So just make sure that premiums are paid in advance and the coverage continues forever. Number 12, review your term insurance periodically. Use the framework I shared in the video, how much life insurance you need, and calculate the sum assured that you require every year or every couple of years, just to make sure that you have enough coverage. 13, Never forget, insurance is not an investment. We are not buying insurance for the purposes of seeking any kind of return on our money. We are only buying insurance to cover our risk. So only consider insurance from pure risk protection point of view, not from investment point. Number 14, if you think that you may need term insurance down the line because expenses are going to increase or you may add some loan liabilities, always try to buy an insurance with an increasing cover. So what happens in such an insurance policy is that the cover keeps on increasing every period, so that at the end of some period, if you started with 1 crore, you end up with a sum assured of 2 crore. So that way you will not have to buy another policy. Number 15, you can discontinue the policy once you have accumulated enough wealth that can last a generation for you.